and the year remains 2025. On Pastoral tonight, the news program at Western Television called NILECAST, and as usual, we commence everything with what's in the headlines. Then I'll be coming back in a few seconds to give you the news into details.
In the headlines tonight, Honorable Norbert Mao storms Gulu City. Panyango Secondary School head teacher held for best education performance. And 16 days of activism against gender-based violence launched in Pakwach district. This and more in the NILECAST News Bulletin.
Welcome back from the headlines. Now straight into the details of the news. We are starting it with an education story. That's from Pakwach. Panyango Secondary School's head teacher, that's Reverend Father Charles Uhuru, has been recognized as the best head teacher after being acknowledged by leaders in Pakwach district for his hard work and dedication towards improvement of the performances at the school since he joined the school. That's way back in 2018. First, take a look at the story that's compiled by Alfred Jawok.
Panyango Secondary School's head teacher, Reverend Father Charles Uhuru, has been recognized as the best head teacher after the great educators in Pakwach district acknowledged him for his hard work and dedication towards improvement of performances at the school since he joined as a teacher in 2018. During an interview on 25th November 2025 with Reverend Father Charles Uhuru, the head teacher Panyango Senior Secondary School, after his recognition, said, as a head teacher, his role involves setting expectations, developing teaching and learning, and promoting collaboration.
I first of all give gratitude to God because it is not my making. I think it came by God's grace. And of course also I worked for it. For me, I feel that what made me to achieve is first of all trusting in the providence of God, and then two, on my own availability in the school, which is very important because for me I always make sure that I'm around. And when I'm around, I know there is order because the students fear a teacher is around. The teachers also do their work because they know somebody is around. And then two, I don't work alone with the teachers. So we have a lot of cooperation with the teachers. We are a united team. We work as a team. And we have set so many committees. I am only the head. I only supervise on. Actually, I told them in the staff meeting that what I have achieved there is not mine. That certificate is for the team of teachers of Panyango SS. And I'm really glad to say that I've really got a very good team with whom I'm working. Even people in the district appreciate that we are united and we are committed. We do our work. We know why we have been called by God to be teachers. Actually, I told them, I said, we are not doing a job, but we are fulfilling a call, a vocation that God has given us to be teachers. So for me, I feel that is what made me succeed.
Ronald Rupin, Inspector of Schools, Pakwach District, urged all health teachers to be responsible for creating a positive learning environment and ensuring students receive quality education.
In the whole of the region of Northern Uganda, that Panyango, but which can also be seen all over the country, because always in each and every year, Panyango is on the map as far as the UCE results is concerned.
For us, we don't work in isolation. We work as a team, and that is our strength. The PT executives and the teacher plus the teachers, we work together, we plan together, and then we accomplish all the activities together.
Epiphany Omake, District Councillor Panyango Sub-County and a member of Education Committee Pakwach District Council, says such achievements should not be taken for granted as Panyango SS struggled for decades to be on the map through good performances.
Aneno shaba jara pia majira yara wa wodi school matonto school mo mapore ko Panyango ope junior wala ope aya sambo ka par ko ina Reverend Father Charles Wuri demo na marach ko maneno ka be mapore kana ka be oro mege luoro ma mitakuwa tiwa ndile nyoro inge Father school ebe ka meni
Panyango Senior Secondary School, government-aided school under Catholic Foundation, started as community school and later accorded to government. The school performs well both in academics and curriculum activities, as in 2023 they got 11 first grade and merged the best in the district. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that story about education, still keeping the pace within Greater Alu region and in Pakwach district again, the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence has been launched in the Pakwach district headquarters, and the agenda is set to run from November 25th to December 10th, themed Unite to End Digital Violence Against All Women and Girls. Take a look at the story.
The 16 days of activism against global gender-based violence was launched in Pakwach with the aim of raising awareness and promoting collective action to end violence against women and girls. The global campaign, which runs from November 25th to December 10th, focuses on the theme, Unite to End Digital Violence Against All Women and Girls. During the launch of the 16 days of activism at Pakwach District Headquarters on the 25th November 2025, the Temwa Agnes, legal officer FIDA Uganda Pakwach branch, said in Uganda, gender-based violence remains a significant concern, with 44% of women experiencing physical violence since age 15 and 17% experiencing sexual violence.
If a woman stands up and says something, it may not go far. Are you getting it? So we have to use the male allies. Identify which officer is very active, which officer can say something and people listen. Like I said, chiefs that make a declaration and people are listening. So you use those chiefs, the elders, you use kingdomship in Pakwach to ensure that these messages are tackled down. If it's a district health officer, it's a man, you use that to advantage. Yes, that's where the women are, those ones are easily penetrated, but where the men are, the message has to come from those officials.
Fiona Laker, an integrated protection manager, Protect Heshara Eshara, said the campaign seeks to address these issues through community engagement, advocacy, and support services for survival.
Let the color orange stand out, because the color orange symbolizes hope, symbolizes awareness as well, because it is bright, symbolizes action for women and girls, despite the abuse, despite the challenges around. Still, the color orange gives us hope that there can still be a violence-free community, a violence-free environment for women and girls. Can be the change agent of what we want. So I want to thank the partners for sponsoring this and ensuring that we have the different programs. At least I've heard about the sports messages, this day being organized, and I'm sure of different programs. So thank you.
Foster the activism. Is it going to be successful when we foster it in terms of time backwards?
Honorable Robert Omitostin, Pakwach District Chairperson, who was the chief guest, noted that involving religious, cultural, and traditional leaders on gender-based violence issues will help to reduce the cases in the district.
And informal, like also many who cannot go to formal education, to go to institutions for some hands-on training and skill acquisition, so that they settle. And then number two, I would also look at the government to downscale the policies which are at national level, like Act of Parliament on GBV, should be downscaled in form of ordinance and bylaws at local government level.
The campaign emphasizes the need for collective accountability, partnerships, and increased resource mobilization to prevent and respond to gender-based violence. Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that particular story, but back to education, Kuba Primary School in the Pakwach Sub-County, Pakwach District, has finally got new school management leaders after decades of disputes over foundation body. Before Pakwach Resident District Commissioner's intervention, there was a fight over the foundation body between Kuba Church of Uganda and Panyigoro Catholic Church after one family willingly gave land for the construction of the school in 1987. Take a look at what transpired in the story.
Kuba Primary School in Pakwach Sub-County, Pakwach District has finally got new school management leaders after decades of disputes over the foundation body. For the last 20 years, the school experienced challenges with management and leadership, especially when it comes to foundation bodies. During the election of the new school management leaders on Tuesday, 25th November 2025 at the school, Stephen Suboga Bewayo, Pakwach Resident District Commissioner, said the school has been handed over to the community for leadership after long disputes over the foundation body.
Please don't. Now the school is on the right foot, it has a headmaster, and the next year we are promoting it to a P7 school, from P5 to a P7 school. So please bring back your children to the school, so that when you support your own school, it's going to come up. Because the little you have, come and support the school. Even the children, support the children. Don't only send the children to come and stay here the whole day. Please, parents, this child you have is a precious gift from God, which you should be able to look after very well. When you send a child to school without even a meal, without something to eat, the whole day the child at school, that child is not going to study, and God will not be happy.
Patrick Onen, the new chairman of the school management committee, promised to work with all stakeholders to develop the school. Patrick Onen realized that the votes presented during the terms of office of the former leadership that ended 3 years ago.
Nilwak pinigena miyera school ma enishalo chairman SMC anyonga nega mirario kendunia wabedu kushan ma school eni odar karabe orupirario kuwie mana bedu kungeshungo ento dongo ngamo bedu peye shala ebedu iramira shell makabina tel kodo school ma eni amita nyut ni juru nyodo mi Panyigoro nyar tela chubu bedu ni nedi school abedo ko surprise awinjo nya gamente be miu sente million adek ku point abish ko bang yori ngedu adek agama penji uyani api ora shell o mako bed million roughly apara ronyo apara dek sente enipi oru pierario zo dano magibedo chalo management committee gibedo katemo kodango nyuto nya corruption obedo DT school enini saga chale bedo school pa community anjo yera ameta bina nyuta tera patela nya tela chobo bedu ni nedi manyo genre magibi wache nya kunyo ara mabi wache nya donga be work ende yen migi nongo gibi wache nya makamedre ko tela.
Before Pakwach Resident District Commissioner's intervention, there was a fight over the foundation body between Koba Church of Uganda and Panyigoro Catholic Church after one family willingly gave land for the construction of the school in 1987.
The issue of the foundation body for the school has been resolved, and by consensus, all of them agree that it is a community school. It's not a church-founded school. It's not a Catholic-founded school. It's not an Anglican-founded school. Though the person who donated the land was a Catholic, but the entity which handed over the school to the government was the community. So therefore, the community is now the foundation body, and we had the elections which were conducted very well, and we got members of the foundation body.
In Uganda, school management committees play a crucial role in overseeing school operations and ensuring accountability. The Ministry of Education and Sports has emphasized the importance of effective governance and accountability in schools to improve education quality.
Where we are is Koba Primary School, a government-founded primary school. There have been tensions over school management committee and also school foundation body. However, today, with the effort of RDC Pakwach District, they have managed to solve the issue and have elected
leaders who will lead this school. Remember, in some days ago, parents have been pulling away their children from here to the neighboring schools, which has affected the smooth running of the school. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from the sector of education, now looking at political sector, that's in Gulu, the Democratic Party President, Honorable Norbert Mao, has officially launched his campaign to contest for the Gulu East constituency, Petelaro division in Gulu City. Mao, who skipped the presidential race in 2026 elections, says his return to local politics is driven by a renewed mission to restore hope among the people of Petelaro. Take a look at the story from Stephen Okello.
There was celebration as Democratic Party members from across the Acholi sub-region received their President General, who was also officially opening the DP regional office in Gulu City. Supporters chant his name as they escort him to B Island, public ground, where he officially launched his campaign to challenge the incumbent MP, Father Charles Onen, in Petelaro division. Mao was joyfully welcomed by hundreds of women at the campaign venue. Mao won Democratic Party's flag bearers from Acholi sub-region against the rising commercializations of politics and championed development-oriented leadership.
We don't have money to bribe anybody. The money we are looking for is to facilitate the campaign so that those who move with us don't have to spend their own personal money.
He encouraged the people of Gulu not to lose hope in him, saying the chance Ugandans have waited for over 40 years is coming soon.
Ideally, where there is a DP candidate, there shouldn't have been an NRM candidate. And where there's an NRM candidate, there shouldn't have been a DP candidate. But because of many of the NRM leaders failing to understand our cooperation agreement, the president could not insist.
Mao's decision to contest for Petelaro parliamentary seats has, however, drawn criticism from some community members who urge he should have stepped aside for the younger leaders. Stephen Okello for West Nile Television, NILECAST.
Away from the political sector, let's now take a look at what continues to transpire in the world of sports. I want to confirm to you, it's getting heated up in European night. I'm talking about UEFA Champions League, whereby games continues. And yesterday night, we had games in match day 5 of the group stages, and also the games are bouncing back tonight. And taking a look at the games that we have played yesterday night, we had Ajax that lost into the hands of Soccer Lisboa Benfica in the early kickoff of the day, which ended by 2-0, Benfica winning the game. Meanwhile, for Galatasaray, they were upset at home by Union Saint-Gilloise of Belgium, which ended by 1-0. For Juventus, they had to come from a goal down to see that the swept aside Bodo Glimt of Norway by 3-2. Dortmund, they sat at Westfalen Stadion, demolishing aside Villarreal by 4-0. Meanwhile, for Chelsea, they got the best over Barcelona at Stamford Bridge, demolishing them by 3-0. For Leverkusen, they also had a shocking result over Manchester City, beating them in London, not in London, rather in England by 2-0. Olympique de Marseille, we are 2-1 winners over Newcastle, and we saw a brace coming from Aubameyang. Meanwhile, for Slavia Prague, they had to play out a barren draw with Athletic Bilbao For Napoli, they had to score 2 goals in the second stanza to see that they beat Karabakh of Azerbaijan by 2-0. Meanwhile, the games are again bouncing back tonight, with the Copenhagen having a date up against Kairat Almaty. Meanwhile, for Monaco, they will travel away to Cyprus to take on Pafos. And the biggest game tonight is actually between Arsenal and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, they are leading the race in German Bundesliga as well. The Gunners, they are leading the race in English Premier League. We are waiting to see who will win the game tonight. And the kickoff time is 11 p.m. East African time. And Atletico Madrid will have to stay at Venda Metropolitan as they welcome Italian side Inter Milan, as Atalanta travels away to Germany to take on Eintracht Frankfurt. Meanwhile, for Liverpool, they will have to maintain that's Anfield as they take on PSV Eindhoven. For the Los Blancos, that's Real Madrid, they will take a trip away to Olympiacos in Greece. For Spurs, they will visit Principality Park, the Princess-based club, that's Paris Saint-Germain. And the last game tonight will be a date between Sporting Lisbon up against the Club Brugge. Of course, someone may want to know how, of course, the log is looking like. I mean, the table standing right now. The team that is leading the race is Bayern Munich. They are having 12 points. They are still unbeaten, followed by Arsenal, also with 12 points. Third on the log is Inter Milan with 12 points. Dortmund comes in the 4th position with 10 points, being followed keenly by Chelsea with 10 points. Another team with 10 points is Manchester City. They are at number 6. Number 7 is actually Paris Saint-Germain with 9 points. And top 8 is completed by Newcastle with 9 points. With that, we have come to the conclusion of today's edition of NILECAST News. It has been me, Oraku Benson Pastore, in front of the lens. Have the best of your night. We'll link up again tomorrow for the same program and also at the same television. Have the best of your moments.